Hi, welcome back to Paw and Order. My name is Carl, and I am gonna teach you why your puppy won't stop crying at night, and how to fix it once and for all. This is one of the biggest challenges for new pet parents, because it pulls at your heartstrings and keeps you awake. Please stay with me, because the solution is often simpler than you think, but it requires a lot of patience and understanding from your side of the crate door. The first thing you must understand is that your puppy is not crying to be annoying or to manipulate you. In the wild, a puppy left alone is a puppy in danger. For the first few weeks of their life, they were tucked into a warm pile of brothers and sisters, feeling the heartbeat of their mother every single second. When you bring them home, and put them in a quiet crate in a dark room, their instinct screams that they are lost. This survival fear is the primary reason for those high-pitched whines. It is a biological SOS signal designed to make the pack leader find them, before a predator does. To solve this, we have to bridge the gap between their old life and their new one. A unique trick is to use a heartbeat toy, or a warm water bottle wrapped in a soft blanket. This mimics the physical sensation of sleeping with littermates. When the puppy feels that rhythmic thumping and warmth, their nervous system begins to calm down. It tricks their brain into thinking they are not alone. You should place this in their sleeping area a few minutes before bedtime, so the space feels welcoming. This simple step can reduce crying by half during the very first night, because it addresses the core biological need for contact. Another reason for the midnight concerts is a lack of a proper, wind-down, routine. Puppies are like human toddlers, they get overtired, which actually makes them more hyper and anxious. About an hour before bed, you need to stop high-energy play like tug-of-war or chasing balls. Switch to calm activities. This could be a gentle belly rub or letting them chew on a safe rubber toy. Chewing releases endorphins that naturally make a dog sleepy. If you go straight from a wild wrestling match to the crate, the puppy's adrenaline will be way too high to sleep, leading to hours of frustrated barking. Location is the third major factor in the nighttime crying equation. Many people make the mistake of putting the puppy in the kitchen or laundry room on the first night to avoid the noise. This actually makes the anxiety worse, because they can't smell or hear you. For the first week, try keeping the crate in your bedroom right next to your bed. If the puppy starts to whimper, you can simply lower your hand and let them sniff your fingers. This scent bridge reassures them that you are right there. Once they are comfortable and sleeping through the night, you can slowly move the crate toward the door. We also have to talk about the physical needs of a growing dog. A tiny puppy has a bladder the size of a lemon. If they are crying at 2 a.m., it might not be anxiety, it might be a genuine need to go outside. The solution here is the boring potty break. When you go to get them, do not talk to them, do not turn on bright lights, and do not give them treats. Carry them straight to the grass, wait for them to go, and carry them straight back. If you make it an exciting midnight party, the puppy will keep crying every night just to get that extra playtime with you. Hunger and thirst play a role too, but we have to be careful with timing. You should try to feed your puppy their last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime. This gives their system enough time to digest and move that food through so they don't have a poop emergency at midnight. Similarly, manage water intake. While you shouldn't dehydrate them, picking up the water bowl an hour before bed can prevent those 3 a.m. bladder cries. A puppy with a full belly and an empty bladder is a puppy that has one less reason to stay awake and complain to the neighbors. Let's look at the environment of the crate itself. Is it too big? If a crate is massive, the puppy might feel insecure or even pee in one corner and sleep in the other. Use a divider to make it feel like a cozy den. You also want to make sure the floor isn't too cold. A soft, washable fleece bed is great, but make sure the puppy isn't a shredder who eats the stuffing. A unique tip is to put a t-shirt you have worn all day inside the crate. Your scent is the most comforting smell in the world to your puppy. It acts like a long-distance hug. Sometimes the crying is actually a protest, because the crate is a scary place. If the only time the puppy goes into the crate is when you are leaving or going to sleep, they view it as a prison of isolation. You must make the crate a value center. During the day, toss random treats inside for them to find. Feed them their meals inside the crate with the door open. You want them to think the crate is a magical place where good things happen. If they love the crate during the day, they will be much less likely to scream at it during the night. Consistency is your strongest tool in this 30-minute training journey. If you let the puppy cry for 20 minutes, and then finally give up and bring them into your bed, you have just taught them that crying works. You have essentially trained them to be louder and more persistent. This is called intermittent reinforcement, and it is the hardest habit to break. You must decide on a plan and stick to it. If you decide they stay in the crate, they stay in the crate. The only exception is for a quick, boring bathroom break as we discussed earlier. Exercise is the next pillar of a quiet night. A puppy that hasn't burned off their mental and physical energy will be restless. However, avoid overwalking, which can hurt their joints. Focus on sniff work. Taking your puppy on a 15-minute sniffari, where they get to smell every blade of grass, is more tiring for their brain than a mile-long run. A mentally tired puppy is a quiet puppy. Try a short training session right before the wind-down period. Teaching them sit or stay for 10 minutes will drain their battery effectively, making the crate look very inviting for a nap. What if the crying is extreme? If your puppy is panting, drooling, or trying to bite their way out of the crate, this might be true separation anxiety rather than just puppy blues. In these unique cases, you might need to slow down. Start by crating them for just 5 seconds while you are in the room, and rewarding them for being quiet. Gradually increase the time. Sometimes, using a dog-appeasing pheromone diffuser near the crate can help. These diffusers release a synthetic version of the pheromone a mother dog produces to calm her pups, providing a chemical signal of safety. Let's discuss the cry it out method. While some old-school trainers suggest letting them scream until they stop, this can sometimes lead to a shut-down dog rather than a happy one. A better way is the gradual presence method. Sit near the crate and read a book until they fall asleep. Each night, move your chair a few feet further away. By the end of the week, you will be outside the door. This builds their confidence slowly. It takes more time for you, but it creates a much more secure and trusting relationship between you and your new best friend. Lighting can also affect a puppy's sleep cycle. Just like humans, puppies have a circadian rhythm. If you leave a bright light on, it might keep them in a daylight mindset. Using a crate cover is a game changer. It blocks out visual distractions, like the cat walking by or shadows on the wall, and creates a dark, den-like atmosphere. Make sure the cover is breathable so the puppy doesn't get too hot. Most puppies settle down much faster when they can't see the rest of the room. It signals to their brain that the day is officially over. Finally, remember that this phase is temporary. Most puppies settle within 3 to 7 nights if you are consistent. You are teaching your puppy the most important lesson of their life, that they are safe and that you will always come back for them. Don't let the lack of sleep make you angry. Keep your voice low and your movements slow. If you stay calm, they will eventually mirror your energy. You're doing a great job, and soon you'll both be sleeping through the night. Hang in there, Carl is right here with you through every whine and wiggle. Thank you for watching Paw and Order. I'm Carl, and I'll see you in the next video.